What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, March 10th, and this is episode 23 of the Micro Galaxy Squadcast, the show dedicated to all things Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron. Tonight, we're going to break down some surprise releases this month and go hands-on with a couple of them. And also, guys, giveaways are back for the first time in 2026. To hand out the goodies tonight with me and chat through all this, my co-pilot, Kevin Tanner.
Hey, everybody. Good evening.
What's up, man?
How is everybody? Looks like we got quite a few on here already. Welcome.
People are getting on. Yeah, there were comments as early as 9:30 this morning, which was
nice.
Great to see. Stargazer, Adelphi Rangers, they're super early this morning as soon as the link went out. So
fantastic. Love it.
Nice to see people's names popping up. DC Metro says post Toy Fair hype. Yeah, I thought we'd have a post Toy Fair lull, which makes a little more sense to me, but that has turned out to not be the case, Kevin.
I know.
Jazzwares had different ideas.
Yes, they do. They have different ideas. They don't tell anybody about these ideas, but
they certainly don't. Nope.
It sure comes out. And I don't know which one I like better. I don't know if I like the surprise component of it, where you just never know what's going to come out, and then all of a sudden something new pops up, or if I like just that build up.
It's wild, man. Yeah. But it makes for fun content. So
yes,
stressful toy hunts, but fun content, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What's up, Steve Hines, Silver Sniffer, Michael, Fun Boy Cinna. Haven't seen you in here before, but welcome back if you have been here before. A Silver Sniffer, by the way, I think we've laughed a couple times because it's a little bit of a silly screen name. It just makes me chuckle a little bit. Yeah. He messaged in to say that it is a device for, I hope I remember this right. I think metal detecting.
Okay.
The Silver Sniffer is a metal detecting device, and that is what his early content was about. So nice. We now have the full story behind that name, and it is not silly, as my childish brain would like to think, right. But a totally reasonable screen name there.
Well, Jeremy Taylor, thanks for the super chat here early. I appreciate that.
Really getting it started early. No comment either, just the generous tip.
We need something like some type of sound effect like Paul has, where it's like the siren that goes off. Yeah, for sure.
But what should we have? That is
$5.
That can be easily done. I don't know what that should be. Is that going into hyperspace? To jump to hyperspace?
Yeah. It's got to be something
the sound
like that.
We need to pull down.
I think you're right. Yeah, have to see if we can find it here in the media assets that are in here.
That's too much like a real podcast, if we had
I know
if we had stuff ready to go.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, every time.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. There are some preloaded sounds that are not appropriate really for anything, but I will say there is a drum roll, and as I mentioned earlier, thanks to Facebook member and viewer who is also currently in the chat, John Howard, we have giveaways again. The Hollow B-Wing back.
That's right. Hollow B-Wing.
So now,
if you don't have one, you get
as we hit the button to do that.
Oh, I love it. That makes me just want to start Lowrider right there.
It does. It sounds awful. One day I'll pull some good sounds to get in there, and then subsequently forget about them and not use them.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you, John, for the donation. Hopefully we'll get this out to somebody that needs it.
Super generous.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sending that over for sure.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. We took a little extra week in there, I think, but I'm all right with it because we had a little bit of news, and then the news just started compounding, and now we have enough for what feels like a pretty cool episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about for sure.
Yeah. So I wish we
That
had.
reminds me. Let me bring up my notes so I can get all these pictures.
I
In the
wish we
right
had a
spot.
little more to open, but it is not for lack of trying. I've hit a lot of stores lately looking for some of this, and I've only been partially successful.
Yep. I know the feeling.
I saw based on your channel, I saw that you've had a couple cool things come in recently, but yeah, I've been striking out at the stores, I guess.
Yes. Well, I
Yeah.
did find the Razor Crest, which we can take a look at here in a little while.
Oh, okay. I had assumed
But
that was somebody had helped you out with that one, so that's cool.
yeah, well, actually, I was in the process of working with somebody to acquire one, and I found it the next morning. So, yeah,
Street dated, but not register locked. That's what we like to see here.
yeah. So definitely, it was interesting. It was on the there was one that was mixed in with the arcs, and then there was another one sitting up on the top shelf. So I grabbed both of them and got another one to one of the members in the area. So
Thanks.
yeah, trying to help everybody out. But yeah, but yes, no luck on the other battle packs yet.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling there's a good chance they're not going to be super difficult to find. If exclusives if it goes the way that the exclusives have in the past.
Yeah. Although I hope
most-
this isn't
most
a
people will
Clash
be
of
okay.
Carcoon situation where it actually never hits retail. It's only online.
Yeah.
So
Well, as we've seen, probably won't be exactly the case, but
yep.
I think they've been up on both, but a couple of them. Yeah, the Razor Crest will be everywhere, I believe, but
it's not
those
Walmart
battle packs
exclusive.
are going to be interesting.
Which one is not Walmart exclusive?
Probably talking about the Razor Crest, if I had to guess.
I thought it was that this version.
They never said that it would be exclusive.
Interesting.
They said Walmart would have a pre-order for it, which also hasn't really technically happened. But
yeah,
and
there's a Target version.
They mentioned the exclusive Target version.
Gotcha.
That we have seen nothing about. So curious when we'll hear more about that. I guess before we dive into the first segment, let's open up the giveaway.
Okay.
And let's do. I'm going to create a little banner here. The Hollow B-Wing to pair with the forthcoming red Hollow Grievous Fighter, the first of maybe more red ones. I hope that's the case. I really want to see them on shelves together, and I hope they look as cool as I think they're going to look together. But let's see if this works. Hashtag Bluey.
There we go.
For the Hollow B-Wing, we'll enter you to win. If you don't already have this, it's kind of hard with the giveaways because I feel like if you're online and you're watching a live stream about the line, there's a good chance you've got a whole lot of the product already. So hopefully there's somebody out there that does not have one already or maybe needs another one. But thanks to John Howard, we've got one to give away.
That's right.
Capitalization does not matter, and you can only enter once, but you got to spell it right.
There you go. Well, at least it's up on the board now.
Chat is full of them. They're pouring in. We already got about 25 of those here in just a minute. So
nice, great,
very cool. I'm gonna pull that down here in just a second. Hashtag Bluey will enter you to win that Hollow B-Wing from Series 5, 6, 9. Was it that recent? You know what I had that mixed up with? The Hollow X-Wing.
Yeah.
Hollow X-Wing was Series 5, right?
Yes.
That's what it was. Actually took me a while to get that one. All right, Kevin.
Okay.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Let's jump in and find out what's happening on retail shelves currently.
Okay.
Retail shelves. A little hard to say there.
Fair. So if we're starting with
Boom.
our discount stores, actually, Ross has been making the rounds here, grabbing some product and being able to put it out there. It looks like some of the troop transports are going for $5.99. There's also some other items that I've seen there as well. A couple of the light armor class, and then somebody actually found, actually not in the U.S. but at a discount store in, I think it was Germany, maybe, found a bunch of hollow X-wings. But stateside, Ross is going to be your best bet if you're looking for some troop transports, and those things are still really cool. But
Interesting thing about that is I think they're getting shipped directly to Ross. Which is interesting. Like those are getting imported and sent directly to Ross.
Yeah. So must be an over order of them that they ended up having that never made it actually to retail. And so
I don't know if they just never shipped stateside or if they did another production run. I think these are new ones.
Yeah.
Like new off the production line. So interesting how they're kind of going back and like hitting some of those older molds and finding different avenues to kind of get more of that product out. I'm not upset with those hitting Ross. I feel like anything that hits Ross is great just to get out there super cheap. And if they can find a way to make a couple dollars off of an older mold like that, more power to them, I guess.
Yep.
In the current climate.
Totally.
More power to them.
So then if we're looking at Amazon, so series 9 and 10, other than the Avenger and the ATDP, have been up there for a while now. And then Target is still not really discounting very much, but occasionally we are seeing some discounts for the AT-AT and the Anakin sets. Hopefully those start to move relatively quickly. I would imagine they're going to have to within the next few weeks in order to push those out of the way so that they can get some new product in. I have seen some resets happening. So, but with the resets, they're still there. So it's not like they're pushing them out yet. And then Walmart.
I will jump in for just a second. This wasn't, I didn't really put this in the, it's not specifically MGS related. But there was an article making the rounds this week where Target has said they're kind of restructuring their stores and they're looking to cut the toy sections by about half in the near future. So don't know what that would mean for Star Wars or Micro Galaxy. You know, there's a chance that a brand that big is probably safe. But something to keep an eye on and see. Interesting times. I think retailers are trying to figure out, you know, any way they can to squeeze an extra penny out, and toys might not be selling like they were 5 years ago or so. So looks like they're cutting their, and we've seen this a little bit with Walmart, you know, and what they're stocking. They've kind of shrank some of their collectors stuff, and now there's more blind box things and, like, you know, just the little like balls of trash toys and stuff. You know, I think they're Hot Wheels has a whole aisle now. Lego has 2 whole aisles. And then you have all this kind of stuff that I guess the younger generation sort of is drawn to out of those boxes and little like kitschy, I mean, they're not all blind boxes, but they feel like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it will be, I guess the good news is, at least for now, we see all these exclusives that they have. So at least Target and Walmart are still purchasing the line and have some new stuff coming. But interesting time, something to keep an eye on, specifically with Target.
For sure. So then with Walmart, so we have seen some discounts on the TIE Reaper. ATTE has been going down nationwide, I believe. So I think the discount does vary from location to location. I've seen it as low as $18 currently. So I don't know if there's anybody else out there that has them, but certainly the ones near me seem to have a ton. I mean, the one that I go to often has like, gosh, I want to say they've got 10
Wow.
ATTEs. And then the ghosts also are discounted. So those I think are in the 45 range currently. Not as low as $15 like they had them at Christmas a couple years
Yeah, that
ago,
was
but
insane.
that was insane.
The ghosts, I believe, finally all are sold from my store. So we are
Hmm.
down to just a few ATTEs and tie reapers.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't seen a
I
Tie
should have cleared
Reaper
them
in
out, Kevin. I should have when they went down to $15.
$8.
Or $9, I think it was.
Yeah,
When they were $9, I should have gone in there and tried to price match and just got them all out of the store.
right. Yep. Yeah, I haven't seen a Tie Reaper at retail in a while.
You know, it's interesting. At least right now, Amazon sold out of the tie reapers.
Nice. Someone here, BSum75, just got a ghost for $24 at Walmart. So
It's a great
great.
price, man.
Yeah, that's a great price for sure.
And my guess is those will be desirable again here at the end of the year when Ahsoka season 2 comes out.
That's right.
So, you know, it'll be that same thing where they sat on shelves for a while, they got discounted some, and 9 months goes by, something like that, and all of a sudden people want them again, and the aftermarket price jumps up for them.
Yeah.
And then we get another Vault exclusive one with, you know, new figures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inevitably.
Here's one that dropped it down to $15 and they sold out in less than a day. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's just a crazy price. I mean,
it really is. For what it was $60, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's huge. Has electronics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned with the Reaper, which I thought was such a funny way to think about it. I mean, that's only at $15. That's not even $5 a figure.
Yeah, and I think that they went down to 9 online, right?
I'm talking about with the Ghost.
Figures the Reaper.
There. But yeah, with the Reaper, yes, $8 or $9 or whatever it was.
Yeah, $3 a figure for a troop. You know that you can army build with that. So I know there were people out there buying them up and just keeping the figures and I guess donating some of the ships to local places. But
yeah,
crazy prices on those. It's like no-brainer prices. Even if you're not a fan of whatever it's from, at that point, it's like just grab it.
Yeah, I've been waiting for some of the Marvel figures that they have that are the leftover from the big collector setup that they had that they are on clearance, waiting for those to hit the second clearance price.
Yeah.
Keep going down.
The store near my house, infamous for putting things on clearance like $1 less than MSRP.
Nice.
And it just sits there forever. I don't know what the deal is, but in my hunt for some of this new stuff today, I found a Walmart that was ready to move some product.
Oh, great.
Had some great deals on stuff. They didn't have any Micro Galaxy, unfortunately, but all the stuff they did have were like really heavily discounted, like 50% and more.
Nice.
Off a lot of that stuff. So I grabbed a few things here and there, but
that's great.
Yeah, apparently there's stores that really want to discount stuff and move it. And then evidently my store is just content to let it sit there on the clearance aisle for 6 months.
Yeah, for sure. The store that again I go to, I've seen that as well. Where back in Series 3, when we had Starship class, we had Boba Fett, Razor Crest, and then the Inquisitor Scythe were $5 each, and there were like 15 of them. Man, there was a ton of them. Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, that's your retail updates.
If you are just joining us, #Bluey put you in the running to win a Hollow B-Wing donated by John Howard, I believe. Sorry if I forgot that. I think that's right? Is that John Howard? We will draw that here after we do a little hands-on some of this new stuff. But before that, very quickly jump onto the vault. Kevin,
Yes.
TIE bombers back on the
I know
vault.
I saw that TIE bomber. It's kind of funny.
Very strange. So these popped up a while back. I mean, maybe a year ago now.
Yeah,
The
right.
the bombers popped back up along with some other individual ships that I don't know what they were doing. I feel like it was these infamous
Pigs.
Series 4 boxes that something happened to, and the Starfighter Series 4 box never came out. But I think they have access to some of the stuff that was either in them or for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's been the weirdest thing. But TIE Bombers back on the menu. I know we had the Armada release not too long ago.
Yep.
But what I don't know for certain is if anybody has had one of these ship out to them and arrived, are these Series 4 versions or are these Armada versions?
That's what I'm interested to know
I'm
as
super
well.
curious what they're actually shipping to people.
Sure.
My guess is these are Series 4 that they found somewhere. They found a couple cases of Series 4 TIE bombers, maybe. I think they have quite a few of them. I know they have like over 100 at least. Somebody was attempting to buy a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, common
Armada
question.
Edition. Yeah, Armada Edition is an evergreen vehicle that is being re-released, or it has updated deco on the figure or on the vehicle itself. So just another way to be able to get, relatively common type of vehicle out there again. And so
Yeah,
if you're interested to see what the differences are in any of the Armada editions, if you check out my YouTube channel, I've got reviews on all of the Armada and I compare it to the original release as well and some of the other variants. So you can see that there is a difference. And I think the only one that has like the smallest difference we actually didn't get very many of, which is they are the Series 4. Which we didn't get very many of is actually the Poe Dameron's T70 Armada. That's the one that has the least amount of difference.
Only Meyer, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that was maybe one other small chain had some, but didn't hit any of the big box stores or Amazon. So, interesting. Yeah, TK is right. At least to my eye, the Armada TIE Interceptor looks very, 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 very similar as well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the actual product looks like, whether or not the images. And we've got some of the images that we can take a look at here too. But
you never know until it's in hand and can compare the
right.
Usually from one release to the next release, there's like minor changes in the base plastic coloring.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
I found a Walmart Poe. Yeah, I think I remember seeing a Poe Dameron at a Walmart as well. Actually, I'm almost positive I did. But yeah.
Oh, in later, yeah. Anybody that got one of the last few cases that got sent out of that, that would have been the case, I guess, if the assortments that were hitting there later. I never got the other assortment of Series 10 at my stores. We got a lot of the Luke and Magna Guard fighter cases, but never got the
Cad Bane.
Well, that or the
one with the gauntlet.
Yeah,
the Kreese clan.
Yeah. There's one other ship, but the TIE Avenger.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah. So no TIE Avenger, which is, I don't know, man.
Typical.
It's
typical.
The fact
problems,
that the most sought after ship of the line never even made it to a good majority of the Walmart stores is crazy to me. I wish those had hit.
Yeah. Now I'm interested to hear
harder.
too, how many people out there have seen multiple restocks of those. I have not. I mean, I don't know that I've seen really any. I mean, it's like they got 2 cases initially, maybe 3, and then there hasn't really been a restock of it. So I wonder whether or not that could be a same situation like we had with Series 8, where it just sat there for a while, and then all of a sudden, the floodgates opened and they started filling in.
Yes, stores did get them, but I mean, none of the stores I frequent ever had anything but that one case assortment there, which is
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate because now my store has 5 Magna Guard fighters, I think, sitting there. So
Yeah, sounds like those need to move.
unfortunate. Also, I believe Series 10, anybody that needed Series 10 collector's boxes, they're still there.
Yeah, that seems like it's probably going to be the only way to get the chase and rare for light armor class. It doesn't seem like any of those Geonosian starfighters or the TIE prototypes are moving. So
I'm just going to double check that. I'm fairly sure they did not sell out, but before I say that definitively, yeah, they're still up here.
Will there be an Armada TIE Avenger? I suspect not, although I wouldn't be surprised to see them do a Vault exclusive version. They do need to get, I mean, we haven't seen, I think, other than the Imperial or than the Inquisitor Scythe, I don't think we've seen any vehicle other than that that hasn't got a re-release in a different or updated deco. So I can't imagine that at this point they're going to go, hey, we're just going to do a one and done on the TIE Avenger, and that's it.
Yeah, man. And after, I don't know how many of you guys saw the top 10 back in January, but I am not opposed to even more of these hitting Vault with extra deco, premium deco, even alternate. It doesn't even have to be premium deco. I think even alternate deco is something that I would be into for a lot of these different ships, like between like a gold leader and gold 2 or something like that, or blue leader, blue 3.
Actually, now that I think about it, I see somebody put this in there. The Genevex. Okay, so Genevex, the Outland TIE fighter, which I'm surprised we haven't seen another Outland TIE fighter. That was an awesome one.
Post series 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But they made enough of series 1 for a lifetime. So
yes, they did. They at least made enough of the Genevex for a lifetime. I would take some more Outland ties.
My guess is the light armor collector's box from series 10 probably has a decent chance of selling out next time they do a sale. Yeah. Once they run, I don't know what that would be. My guess is maybe May the 4th, when's Memorial Day? May the 4th, July 4th. I know those are times they've run sales. Certainly July 4th, they've done sales. So, unfortunately, that's basically your only way to get access to those. I don't know that I saw any of the Macquarie Cloud Car in stores. Is that right?
Nope. Neither the Chase or the Rare have been spotted in stores.
I thought maybe I had seen somebody found the that TIE fighter at Walmart, but yeah, I mean even if that's the case, but it's extremely, extremely rare that you would come across them. So it's I guess it's sort of good for Jazzwares, but it's unfortunate that buying that box is kind of the only way to have access to a couple of those.
Yeah, until Ross gets them all in another 6 or 8 months, and then they'll be $5.
But again, that light armor one's great because they're almost all army builders. Every single one of those is a fleet builder.
Yep.
So
it might be one of the first series that they've had that.
Every single one you could make a case for having duplicates of, which is pretty cool. Geonosian fighter, the TIE concept, the prototype. TIE prototype.
I got a handful of those already.
Yeah.
I think they're cool. I really
make a case for that. And more ATSTs, never a problem. And then even the Cloud Car and the Eclipse TIE fighter, I think, you can have at least two of each for those.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's it on the vault. Do you think we get anything this month?
Well, that's a good question. So there's stuff that's coming that we could get. I mean, they already have teased the vault version of the
Patrol gunship.
LAAT. Yep. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see another first to market, which would be really cool. I think that would be a great one to do for March.
Yep.
Because Series 11 really hasn't hit anything yet.
My guess is, in my mind, it makes a little bit of sense to
love that. I got a solution for that.
Take April off.
Yeah.
And then hit it in May, right when the movie comes out and the hype is at its highest.
Yep.
Get a really cool set on the vault for May, which I believe they've done in the past, right? They've usually had something up in May.
Yeah. So the Disney Store has had May exclusive, I think, every year now.
Yeah, and the vault as well, I believe. Most years on vault, I think. So definitely stuff coming in May. Not definitely, but we would assume stuff coming in May. Makes sense to take April off if that's going to be the case. So
yeah,
March, maybe.
All
right.
I'd be in.
Hashtag Bluey to enter the giveaway.
Yep.
Before we do that, let's run through and talk about all of the insane things that have happened this month that were not revealed, teased, anything. Just they pop up and there they are.
Just popped up, yeah.
And then people have them in hand and no actual release or tease for any of them.
Man, you know, I completely forgot to grab the picture of the comparison of this first thing we're going to look at.
Okay. Well, we talked
but
about
either way,
this.
we can talk about it.
Yeah, we talked about this last episode. Since then, the link went up and it had a description. Since then, the images have populated. International sites, I believe, are also selling this as well. I think you can get this at Star Action Figures and places like that. So the Mall's Shadow Collective set, at least in the States, like we said last episode, exclusive to Amazon. Now we can actually see what we're getting here, and it's a slightly battle-damaged Night Brother Starfighter.
Yep, it's got a couple of those little skid marks on it.
Two of the gauntlets. Now, Kevin, I haven't done side-by-side. Are these exactly the same as the existing?
No, they're slightly different. So that's the thing that I forgot to grab. In the Facebook group, somebody did post a picture. They have this and they showed the comparison of them next to one another. You can kind of tell in this picture too, but the blue on the Fang Fighters is just a little bit deeper blue color. And then I think that the guns on it might be a slightly different color as well. It's not the exact same, but it's pretty daggone close.
I was going to say, if it's just the tone of the paint, then
yeah, it's pretty much just the tone of the paint.
Now the micro figures,
new
to the set, sort of.
Yep,
Maul is repainted, and then we have
same sculpt.
Yep, which is they tried. I can see what what they were doing here.
Yep.
And then again, I think these are not new molds, right? Is this the...
No, this looks like Bo-Katan and then just like a standard, the Mandalorian figure.
They've been painted to look like Mandalorians.
Mandalorians, I like that.
So, and the interesting thing to note, this is one of the Mandalorian molds that do not have a sculpted T-visor.
Yeah, it's just painted on. I know they should have gotten a better picture
for the photos.
Yeah.
So it looks like, at least with the tech that they're working with, you're going to have to choose, because we also have seen the new Mandalorian like brand new Mandalorian figures, and
Hmm.
they still have the sculpted visor, but
Yeah.
no paint for the T. So it's sculpted but no paint. This one is smooth but painted,
Hmm.
and for whatever reason, it seems like that's the trade-off right now. They can't
Yeah.
do both. If I had to choose, Kevin,
Hmm.
a $2 Gundam marker is absolutely my choice with the sculpted visor.
Yeah.
A little more detail, a little sharper, and if this is what they're going to look like, yeah, I think ten
Yeah. I
times
think
out
they
of
picked
10,
a they picked a bad picture to use,
yeah,
especially for the guy right in the middle. I mean, that visor looks terrible.
I think the female Mandalorian that one looks a lot sharper and
Yeah.
straight, but um, it's got to be tough. It's just so small in there, and honestly, even having the smooth surface might make it difficult in and of itself,
Hmm.
because you have no bounds in there to print on. It doesn't even look
Yeah.
to me like it's printed on. I don't know what the application process is for that, but it does kind of look
Yeah.
like they have a Sharpie and they're just drawing a T.
On these guys, yes. They
Right?
typically are using a process
Like a
called tampo
tampo.
printing,
Yeah. Yep.
which is like I'm sure you've seen the videos of like the rubber thing that hits the
Mm-hmm.
plate
It's
and gets
it's
the ink, and
essentially a
then
stamp. Yeah.
it's a stamp, yeah.
Um.
But here is the so the other thing I'm noticing here with the Fang, which I think I remember seeing this in the pictures as well, but is if you're looking at the blue, you can see how that's like a light blue, and then it does have that wash on it as well, which you can see there pretty easily, all the wash on it. So when you're looking at that picture of it, now if you've got them compared kind of like that, you can see now the difference in the blues between the two.
Yeah. A
The
lot
ones in the
deeper, a little more
box. Yeah.
saturated.
Yeah.
But as
And
far
it
as the
doesn't look like it
design
has a wash
goes,
on it either. But yes, the design is going to be the exact same and all
yeah.
the
Well,
features of it as well.
I think it feels like they're just trying to get something out in time for the new mall show.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Cannons are black as well.
yeah, I
Yep.
get that. I mean, this makes the most sense with what they already have. We have no idea how much info they had about the show a year ago when this would have been in the design stages, so um, potentially no info. So I think it at least on their part, depending on how much info they had about the show, makes total sense to at least try and repack something mall related to capitalize on that show coming out. Which I
Hmm.
don't. Do you remember when that premiere date is for that?
No clue.
Somebody's gonna have it in the chat before I can even
Yeah.
have it pulled up. April 6th. So we are not that far from the
Maybe a month.
yeah, not even a month. Yeah, just under a month, and we'll have brand new Star Wars content. Kevin, what's your excitement level for Maul Shadow Lord?
Scale of 1 to 10, probably like 7, 6.5.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Were you a big Clone Wars guy? Did you?
Um, I watched all of the episodes kind of like half in, half out. Um, so it
Mm-hmm.
was interesting. There were some episodes that had like a pretty interesting arc to it, where I was like, okay, these kind of connect together. And there were others where I was like, man, what was going on?
Yeah, that's my general takeaway from Clone Wars in general is it's
Yeah,
just the quality is
tons of content, but
very
doesn't
inconsistent.
very inconsistent. Yeah. Now, I will say after I watched the whole series, I went back and tried to watch it in chronological order, where it's
Yep.
like you get a couple from each season, and that made a ton of sense. Like that, I was like, okay, I can kind of get with this.
That's
Um,
how I did my main watch through
oh,
of it
really?
was
Oh,
the
man.
chronological. I mean, I saw some as it was airing. I wasn't catching it every week or so, but
Yeah.
um, when I went back and did the full watch through before season 7, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I did the chronological thing in it, and I think that does help. But yeah, I always say that show has like the lowest lows but the highest highs.
Mm-hmm.
Rebels much more consistent, I would say, as a
Way
whole.
more. Yeah.
And then Bad Batch, somewhat consistent, but I don't think it
Mm-hmm.
has nearly the highs or the lows that certainly Clone Wars had. But
Yeah.
hopefully, Maul, lots of
Yeah. I mean,
lots of highs. We'll
any
see.
new content is better than what we got with Visions. So I'm ready, man.
Post Rebel season 1. Yeah, season 1's a little rough.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it's fun to go back and watch it now, because having a few years removed from the 10 years or so ago, when you go back now, it's like I watched that, especially season 1, and it's like, wow, they were really, really leaning into A New Hope,
Mm-hmm.
McQuarrie art. It's like so much of the DNA of that
Mm-hmm.
is like a love letter to A New Hope. Just the
Yeah.
the battles, the designs, even the action
Mm-hmm.
and scenarios too. It's just like it's so interesting how
Yeah.
they were leaning so hard into that early Star Wars A New Hope kind of stuff there.
Yeah, and I think through series 1 too, the just the graphics were not that great, and it did improve as the seasons went on. So the first few episodes are kind of
Hmm.
hard to watch. It's like, this is so bad.
Yeah,
But
and
the
we've probably
storyline is
talked
great.
about it before, but it
Yeah.
had the unfortunate circuit. It's unfortunate that it came after Clone Wars, where they were footing the bill for the massive budget of Clone Wars.
Hmm.
I think Lucasfilm payrolled that show, I believe.
Hmm.
So then you get Disney, and they're trying to launch Disney XD, and in their minds, it's kind of a kid's show on a new channel, and the budget ends up being a quarter of what it was for Clone Wars,
Hmm.
and they had to get super creative to make that work. And I think that's kind of why you see so many things that are empty, a lot of the same locations, and
Right.
not as much going on. But they figured out a way to make it work in the later seasons for sure. So that's cool. Kevin, did you order one of these? People have these in
Yeah,
hand. You ordered one, and you do not
I
have it
did.
yet, correct?
I do not have it in hand. No.
Yeah. Do you know what the shipping estimate on that is currently?
Let me check
Because
here.
we
I
should
think
be.
it was the 15th.
I was gonna say we should be coming right up on it, right? It's next week, maybe end of next week or so.
Let me see here.
I mean,
It
15th would
says
be
March 15th to April 1st.
okay. So back half the month, hopefully they'll be getting these out.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. That is live right now. If you want to go
Mhm.
find that, I believe. Oh man, Kevin, what is it? $49.99? Is that right?
Yeah. I just saw the cost
12
of it and I was like, ugh, man.
silver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
49.99.
You got a little bit of an exclusive tax on that one, I think.
Yeah,
Silver
that's
Sniffer
right.
says the 12th for him, so but not showing shipped yet.
Yeah. I have a feeling this could be one of those scenarios where it gets to that date and then it gets pushed back and
Yeah.
keeps going. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see.
So Kevin,
Yes.
we've known about that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
What we didn't know about
Mm-hmm.
was Series 11 would randomly go up for pre-order.
That's
Just the
right.
one. Just the one.
Just the one. Yeah,
Just
which
the
is
one.
interesting too, because I don't think we had this on our radar as this being an Armada edition, correct?
No, I didn't. I wasn't positive that this is
Yeah.
what the next Armada release was, but
Right. I mean, there were some rumors that potentially Armada was going away, but I guess that's not the case. Armada will
yeah,
be
not for
still going.
11. I don't know if that's the case after 12,
Yeah. And
but it
also
looks
in the Toy Fair stuff, pictures that we saw as well, we didn't see one of these there. So they mainly had newer vehicle or vehicles that just haven't been released yet.
I would have loved a shot of the back of the box to have populated this page.
Yeah, I know,
But
right?
yeah, so
Well, on the back of the box on the Armada editions, they
oh,
don't have
you're
anything.
right. You're right. Yeah. So again, a pretty decent choice for, we had the ATST, great
Mhm.
choice. The Rust is interesting, but this one looks
Yeah,
very, very, very close to the first release. Maybe a little
right.
lighter tone, maybe a little closer
Yeah,
to the TIE Fighters.
yeah,
But
maybe.
again, with the photo editing, who knows what it'll actually look like.
Same thing with the figure. The figure still has the white dots on the helmet. I can't imagine that they would do that again with the cogs, like not doing that. I don't
Mhm.
believe this is a new mold. This doesn't look to be any different than any of the others. And I
Yeah.
can't imagine that they would do a redo of the mold.
And if they did, it would be numbered. It would not be Armada. It would be a new number.
Yeah, does it say on there? It says number,
Yeah.
yeah, number 78. So
A.
this is made after, essentially, the number of the Armada edition is what item in the series this is pulled from. So, like, we had the Armada edition of the ATST was number 8A or 11A, I think
Yep.
is what it was. Even though we're getting that now, so number 11 was the original ATST.
Yeah. So again, I think it's a great, a great choice for Armada at this point. I don't know
Yeah.
really what else you'd need to put in Armada for light armor. I'm trying to think of another good candidate for it, but
I mean, there's a
as
bunch of stuff that they did as the chases that they could do, chaser rares that they could do with like a battle damage deco or something like that on it. But I can't imagine that they would use those for, which again, still is just mind blowing to me from a cost perspective. 9A. Yeah, thank you, DC Metro. I know
yeah.
he's got
So
we should just ask him whenever we have a question about any
yeah.
numbers. I know he's got the
Um,
full sheet.
he's got the spreadsheet in front of him.
Yeah.
Actually, I have got it pulled up too. I could have looked.
Oh, nice.
It looks to be exactly the same, but again, great
Yeah.
choice. The real bit of news here was that since it's a bundle, they uploaded an
Mhm.
image of the Scout class,
Yeah. So there it is. And
and
first,
we've
this
seen
image
most
got
of.
cut off at the top, but the
I believe we've seen most of this, right? If not all of this at
yeah,
Toy Fair.
this was all at Toy Fair. Yep. So you got top left there is Anakin on his swoop bike. Then you've got the image got cut off there at the very top, but that clone trooper is actually a phase 2 clone trooper. That's our first phase 2 that we're getting. Well, actually,
Love
second
it.
phase 2 beyond Rex, but first common like clone. Then you've got Hunter there in the middle. This is from his Bad Batch season 2. You got Mando on that same bike that we got in series 1. He doesn't have the cape on, which is interesting. I wonder whether or not they're going to include that or not have that. And then you got Obi-Wan on whatever that silly little speeder is that he's got.
Yeah, with the
Now, the only thing that's unclear about this is what the chase and the rare are. Is there now no longer a rare or a chase? And it's just all 5 common vehicles? Is there just a chase and no rares? So I don't think we have that news, right?
we also had these little phase 2 boys.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's right.
So this will be the first time we'll have access to just a standard
Standard clone.
phase 2 trooper, which is great. I'll probably
Yeah.
buy every one of these I come across,
Yeah.
which is easy because at my stores they are always all sliced open already.
Nice.
So I'll just sit there and pick through and
Grab
find
whichever ones you
those
want.
troopers.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see like so we started with 8 in scout class. We got through how many series? We got through 5 series, and then they decreased it from 8 to 6, still with one chase and one rare. Chase was still 15,000, rare was 5,000. Then they got down to series 10, and they decreased the rare from 15,000 to 10,000. Still kept the chase at 5,000. So now at Series 11, we're going from 6 to 5, and we have no idea whether or not there's a chase and rare. I couldn't imagine that there isn't going to be one. I would imagine maybe this is Obi-Wan is the chase if we're going to have one of them. But what do you think about this going down from 6 to 5?
Yeah, I was just going back to look at the promo photos for previous series,
Mm-hmm.
and the other series do list all of them. I believe they're all pictured in the
Yes,
photos.
they're all pictured in the photos for sure. The interesting thing would be, where is the chase and rare in the photo? I don't think it's consistent. I'm pretty sure it isn't, actually.
I don't think it's consistent, but like
There'll be one on the ice cream cart. Nice.
Like the photo for the last
yeah,
the last interceptor there in Series 4.
Yep.
You can see all of them. So I'm curious if we're truly only getting 5.
Yeah.
Do they decrease the case size?
Well, probably just the mix, right?
I don't know.
But I mean, if we go back to, and I wanted to keep this here and pull this out here. So this is the image we got from Toy Fair. So this shows on the right side, that is your Series 11. And so which one is not pictured in there? It's the Mando.
Mando is not pictured in
that one.
Which means that the other one has got to be, they're not mixed up. Correct. Now we know that the other one is Series 12.
It's got to be Series 12, right?
So at least there's a one missing from Series 12 that's probably an Armada one, but
right.
Or they've called some of them Armada, some of them are just re-releases, but
yeah.
My guess is if there was a new mold, they would have shown the new mold off.
Right, and they have been pretty consistent with having the chase and the rare as just a re-release. Mm-hmm. It's not a brand new mold as the chase or rare since Series 5.
Yeah, and no holo, which is interesting. I feel like we had a few series in a row with the holo.
3 in a row.
Yeah, holo seems to maybe have gone away for a while. So, I mean, yeah, to me, if they're going down to 5, maybe there's just a chase now.
Yeah.
Or a rare. Maybe there's just one rare or one chase, and we don't have rares and chases in there.
Well, that could make sense from a case perspective. So if you've got, you do, 3 of each of the commons, right? Your common case has got, 3, 3, 3, and 3. So you get 3 of each in the common case. And then you could have the chase case that has
2 of each.
Yeah, 2 of each, and then correct. So that could work.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what they do with that. I don't know.
That would be great if that Mando is a chase. Because man, that would be fantastic to have ones like totally undesirable.
Better access
of those.
I think we mentioned this in the Toy Fair episode, but I believe I can't really see that image super well. But this is a Obi-Wan from later Clone Wars, right? Because he has the gauntlets.
It does look like, because he's got the gauntlets on his arm. Yep.
I would love for them to put normal arms on this same mold and just give us a proper Episode 3 Obi-Wan, which we do not have yet. We've had a lot of Episode 3 releases that were not actually the Episode 3 figure, so yeah, that would be a nice way to. I'm scared to pop it apart. I'm not going to do that. I'm sure somebody will go in and do surgery on these and swap the arms.
Yeah.
But I would love this. It seems like now we have it pretty easy scenario where we could get that proper Episode 3 Kenobi. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that's coming. Pretty cool. Those did go up, I believe, and were up for a little while, and they have not been available again since that initial 30 minutes they were up. Wasn't up super long, but I'm sure, especially being an Armada release, we will have access to that again. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm sure after in like 6 months you'll be able to get it on Amazon Haul for like $5 each or something.
It's likely. So that was it for Amazon.
Yeah.
Other than yeah, might touch on that later. But Walmart was the big surprise. We know they had the we've seen the Razor Crest. We had the fake, maybe real, we don't know, press release that Jedi News Network had for some reason that was only partially correct. It's up. It's in some Walmart's warehouses. The boxes very, very clearly say 322 street date. Don't put them out. But that has never stopped your average Walmart worker from putting them out. So those are hitting shelves. They're supposed to be 322. And as we're seeing this come in, somebody finds some additional product that has not been revealed or released. And here we go. Along with the Razor Crest, we have 2 battle packs that are hitting. And I call these 2 packs, I guess the proper, I don't know what you want to call them. They're 2 packs, but then the Imperial one is not exactly a 2 pack.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a versus pack, but they're small battle packs is what we're getting. And I think this is going to be the case this year. It looks like there will be some for Walmart, some for Target, and potentially Amazon will have 1 or 2 of these as well. I guess they kind of already do with the mall set, but looks like they're doing more of these multi-packs.
Yeah, these are great.
The big standout here, Kevin, a massive surprise. We have the Red Jammer Y-Wing.
Yes.
Up against a battle-damaged TIE Bomber.
That's right.
So that TIE Bomber does have a little bit of battle-damaged deco on it. These are $29.97, $29.98, something like that. They're $30.
Yeah.
Essentially. The weird thing about I'm cannot wait to find this one. The interesting thing about this, Kevin, is the microfigs are gold 2. Like named pilot and astromech for gold 2. But this is not gold 2. This is the Red Jammer, the first prototype concept model that they made for production of the movie that did not actually end up in the movie. So it's a little bit I'd say it's a little bit famous in some circles. It looks amazing. I love it. It's so interesting. Really cool. It's got the one wing that is got the red on it.
Yep.
And then the other side is famously kind of unpainted.
Yeah. Looks like it's got multicolors there on it. It's got like yellow on the top and blue on the side.
Yeah.
Definitely looks cool. And you can see there's the image of the bomber there with the battle damage on the top of the bomb side, or sorry, on the top of the cockpit side, and then also right by the bomb door.
Yep.
On the front. And then here's your figures.
The love is pouring in for this set. People are really, really into, we haven't, I've been saying the Y-Wing was a good candidate for an Armada release, but I love having an alternate redeco of it coming out as well. I'm just a little confused by what the intention here was. On the listing for the page, not only do the microfigures are gold 2, but the copy for the listing also mentions gold 2. So I'm not sure what got mixed up there that Red Jammer is somehow the ship getting packed in. But
although the other thing that's great about this set that I absolutely love, Cole, is that the wings are already on.
For the Y-Wing,
having to attach those stupid wings.
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
Are you sure they're already on? I thought I saw one image of it where one of the wings looked like it may not have been actually popped on yet.
Oh, really? It's very
Yeah.
possible because those things are not easy to get on. If you have to clean off with isopropyl alcohol, you have to take off the wash that's on the little clip because the wash will fill it in. Saw a photo where they're come on, DC Metro. Don't take the wind out of my sails right now, man.
For some reason, I thought I saw one where that at least that front one was not. It was just a fraction of an inch away from it,
Oh, is
where
it?
you might have to pull it down and set it yourself.
That's
But
dumb.
yeah, those were. I know a lot of people had issues with those because they really pop on. They're super snug
Yeah.
getting those on there.
The
But
the tolerance is very tight. But yes, you
I
don't actually
I
have
would
to cut
rather
it.
that be the case.
Yeah, so like DC Metro, you don't have to actually file it. If you literally just take isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip and you just kind of take all that wash off of there, it'll snap right on, no problem. But it doesn't come back off. Once it's on, it does not come off.
Michael says he found this set the other day, and the wings are attached on his.
Okay, great.
Good to know. The bombs in the TIE bomber are not painted, at least on his copy.
Yeah, I did see that actually on the back of the package. So one of the things on the back of the package is it typically does show the actual coloring of the item. And so that's what I noticed that right away when I looked at the back of the package. You can see it here
in
that it
that
shows that they're
top right
not
corner.
painted in the top right corner. And
Yeah.
so that was one where I was like, oh man, that's a bummer if it's not painted,
Those
but it
are
doesn't really matter.
red. Is that right on the Series 4 release?
The Series 4 is red, yeah, and then the Armada is like a metallic maroon.
I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, I am not sure I ever went back and picked up that Armada release. I need to grab one of those.
Yeah. The one they did something with the Armada release. They actually did change the mold slightly. They put some negative space on the turrets that are on or the struts. Um yeah, right. All the red paint went into the Y-wing. Um But yeah, with the one thing that you have to be very careful of with that Armada bomber, and I've got multiple of them, and they all have the same problem. When you open the bomb bay door, you have to like just unlatch it and push down on the actual like there's a little tab that kind of sticks
Mm-hmm.
back. If you just pull up on it, it gets caught on a piece of the interior and you'll literally rip the door right off. I mean,
Is
it'll
this
literally
you're saying on the Armada?
on the Armada bomber.
Okay.
Yeah. It's happened on multiple of the ones that I've got.
I still want to know what went on with that, why that mold was either tweaked or redone.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's interesting to know what
I
what
don't
was
know
the
if
whole
maybe it's
purpose
something with
behind
the
it.
fact they changed factories and didn't have access to those old,
Mhm.
the old tooling potentially, and had to redo it. But
Yeah.
kind of interesting there. So this is the one I have been searching nonstop the last 2 days for, and I have struck out so far.
Yeah.
Hope to find one
That's
soon.
great.
I can't remember if this ever went live. There is a listing for it. And I can't remember if it ever went live, but if it did, it was not for very long at all. It was just like tiny little, they had 30 of them and they went away. But again, I don't think these will be extremely hard to get if history tells us anything, but
Yeah.
it's always fun to have things a little early.
I
I
love
love
this
the
battle
figures
pack
again.
idea.
Any pilots that we can get that are different and named, I love that. I just hope that we still get a proper gold 2 at some point.
Yeah. I can't imagine that they wouldn't, but I just hope that they do more of these because this is so cool to be able to have two ships that you get that, have some slight difference to them and you get them in one package instead of having to get the two together I mean, I don't know. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
The other two pack
yes.
that they released is the Rogue One Imperial Battle Pack.
Yep.
Which now, Kevin, to me, this implies that there could potentially be a Rebel Battle Pack (parentheses Rogue One), which would be nice. Would
Mhm.
love to see a Blue Squadron X-wing in there.
That would be fantastic. I mean, why would you not? I mean, I don't know.
Would love it. And if they can reuse the same mold
Hmm.
that they did for the Armada X-Wing that just
Hmm.
came out, where it's
Yeah.
like snaps,
Yeah.
feels great. It's it's not a totally new mold, I don't think, but the mechanism's been tweaked and it feels better than ever. So it now is the perfect time to get another blue, not even blue leader, but some kind of blue Squadron X-Wing in a
Yeah.
pack like that for Rebel Rogue One. But in the one we do know exists,
Hmm.
we've got a TIE Striker, what looks to be the Armada ATST that just came out.
Hmm.
And then we've got the Hover E-Web cannon.
Yeah.
Now, standard figures, Stormtrooper, ATST pilot, TIE pilot. They did, we'll take a look at this here in a minute, but it looks like they did slightly tweak the wings on these. So I'm really interested to see if anything has changed in the fit and tightness of that.
Yeah. Of the, oh, that would be great.
We'll see. And they're already assembled. I don't know if that helps, but
Typically didn't.
I did find one of these at my local store, just 2 of this set. No Y-Wing. But we'll take a look at that and compare those here in a minute and see what they did with redoing that mold for the wings. Pretty cool set. I mean, again, it's one of those things where does it really excite me? Not necessarily, but it's 2 fleet builders that I won't say no to having an updated TIE Striker. Can't have too many ATSTs. Actually hadn't bought the Armada version of the ATST yet. So here we go. Now I've got the version of the
I'm
Armada
interested to see
ATST.
how similar that Armada one is. I think it looks slightly different with the color. But if you're looking for the UPCs, anybody that's out there for the 2 sets, here they are. I believe that this is going to be the
Y-Wing on top, I believe.
Y-Wing on top, yeah.
I can confirm that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 617 is on the bottom, right? So UPC. The top one is the Y-Wing, bottom one is the Rogue One. Pretty cool. These came out of nowhere. Now,
I know.
Beyond that, people are starting to find these on shelves. Looks like they're hitting East Coast, $30 each. Razor Crest in both of these battle packs are $30. Not the only things that have been seen hitting the Walmart shelves.
That's right.
This popped up today on Facebook. And
so this is the 2. These are the 2 this is, you got your Imperial Rogue One pack there on the left, and then your Y-Wing versus TIE Bomber on the right. And then
I want to get this name real quick.
We've got these 2. So we've got for some reason this SWJ 170, this looks like just the AT-AT, like a standard AT-AT. DC Metro, is that the correct number for the original release of the AT-AT? Was it 170? But then we also got this other one here on the left, which is the one that is very mysterious.
So 170 looks like it was Mace Windu's Jedi Starfighter.
No, he says that's the original AT-AT.
Oh, I just meant the number. The 0170.
Yeah. Yeah, so he says, yes, this is the original AT-AT.
Yes. I'm saying it can be the original AT-AT, but the number might not be correct on that.
Gotcha.
The AT-AT was number 89.
Gotcha.
Was 0089 was that first AT-AT.
So I wonder what that is.
But they're not, I guess they're not specifically the same. That what's on that box, that would be what's on the collector's number on the packaging. The box is the production number, which it's confusing because they're
Gotcha.
different.
Oh, okay.
So it could
I'm
be
with you.
170. I'm looking at the wrong list there. There's a disconnect there.
Okay. The number
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
box is
DC Metro
different from
says,
the code.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I do that
Good.
all the time. I forget that those are
They make that
disconnected
very
numbers.
confusing. So,
I know. Well, yeah. There's the SWJ number, and
mhm.
then there's just the number, the pound
Right.
number that's on the boxes. It gets confusing. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so there's a scenario where they're putting out AT-ATs repacked
Mm-hmm. Armada edition.
right before we get the new ones that we saw from the movie.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, I don't know. I think they've, they sat on shelves a little bit. The retro AT-AT is still sitting on Target shelves. So it's a little interesting that we're getting even more of them on shelves at Walmart, that they're going to have to immediately clearance and get out of the way to make room for the new ones from Mando and Grogu.
Yeah.
So
Now, do you remember? I mean, I remember seeing pictures of the AT-AT where it was like an end cap that had like 20 of these
yeah,
on it.
my stores never looked like that, but I did see where somehow they would get kind of shipped to one store, I guess, based on the numbers they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, the price of the standard AT-AT did creep up. So I don't think in a vacuum, not a terrible idea to get the AT-AT back out there, but to do it right off the heels of the retro AT-AT that's getting discounted, and right before we get a brand new AT-AT from Mando and Grogu is
Yeah.
a little unfortunate timing. I think the only scenario, I guess, that would kind of make sense is if um I was talking to Dave about this earlier. There's a scenario where if that assault class is not coming until the end of the year or
Mm.
fall, just like the mall pack, they're trying to do whatever they can to capitalize on Mando and Grogu
Hmm.
as it's happening and getting these back on the shelves. Even though it's not the same AT-AT, there may be people that right off the heels of seeing that movie go in there, and even though it doesn't look exactly the same, they're like, oh, here's the Razor Crest from Mando and Grogu, here's an AT-AT, I'm going to buy a couple AT-ATs and put them with that. Now, does that hurt the sales of the new one when that comes out because people just bought the standard one?
Hmm.
I don't know, but it's interesting. We don't know for sure that this is the case, but it seems like that's the standard AT-AT, and it's just getting shipped back out to Walmart.
Yeah. Hopefully they did something to fix the neck on that. That would be amazing if it actually
Yeah.
came out with a new neck. Or
Have we
again, if
seen
they did,
any issues with the last version or two from the Disney packs and Vault pack?
no, I
Yeah.
haven't run into any
It
issues
seems
with
like
it.
they may have figured that out, that something slightly different in the material.
Yeah.
I have
What
not
would be
seen a
really cool
report
is if
of
they
the
did
last one.
the panel lining on this as well, and
Sure.
it was like an updated, again, like an Armada edition.
Because we don't,
It'd be cool.
I don't think we have one that doesn't have snow deco on it, right? That has panel lining. I think
Correct.
both versions of panel lining, one has panel lining and snow deco. The
Hmm.
other has panel lining, battle damage, snow deco.
Hmm.
So if we could get one that has panel lining and it's just the standard version, shoot, I might pick another one up. I do
Yeah,
not
that
need
would be
another
cool.
AT-AT. I
That'd
have
be cool.
so many, I can't
I
even
know.
fit them in my displays. But
I'm in the same boat, man. I had this idea of doing this gigantic Hoth battle scene, and I've got I've got 6 of them up there, and I've got another, I think, 2 or 3 in the closet. So
oh man, the problem is I don't want to expand. I've already got one. Like it's just slightly off camera there. But I've already got one in the Detolf shelf, and I don't want to take up the room to expand that to a full bookcase shelf.
Yeah.
To really fit the more AT-ATs in there, but I have them just sitting in the floor over here, and I need them in a display.
Yeah, you know what I need to do is I need to do like a little stand where you can put them up on the wall, so that it's like they're walking on the wall. That'd be cool. Like those
Walking up the
falcons.
wall like the
Yeah,
ATTs.
like the falcons, like right there. Yep. That'd be cool. But anyways, let me pull that image back up, because the other one on here, which is really exciting, is another multi-pack T4A battle pack.
Now you say exciting.
Well, it's exciting to know what's in it.
Potentially. So
once
T4A,
we find out what's in it, that might not be as exciting.
Yeah, T4A is the Lambda shuttle, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a good chance. I think whoever found these, they were sitting out, but they wouldn't open it to sell it to them or something like that. The cases were on the pallet, but I guess the worker wouldn't actually crack the cases open and hand it to him. But this is another, I believe, $60 set.
Okay.
So that could get you a shuttle, and then two
starfighter,
two
class.
smaller ships. So Dave says, "Bring your scissors." Bro, I go at those things with keys. I just take my keys and crack them open there.
Always feels so sleazy doing that.
I know. I do a little bit, but I'm like doing it next to all the 60-year-old Hot Wheels guys that are doing the same thing. So I don't feel too bad. I am sad that I'm not at the Walmart by my house that had the Rogue One set right now, because all the pallets will be out right now, and I would love to have access to those pallets and see if the Y-Wings are just sitting there. I'm probably going to have to wait till tomorrow night, but so who knows? This could be anything, but if the T4A is anything to go off of, I think it's reasonable to assume that it's another shuttle. And Kevin, similar to the AT-AT, coming pretty close off the heels of another shuttle that was pretty heavily discounted at Target. I don't know that your average MGS collector is buying a whole fleet of these shuttles.
No.
The Tidarium was
come
cool.
With two cool things. If it's going to have 3 vehicles in it, those other 2 have got to be really cool.
Yeah, and I don't know, it makes sense that maybe it's 2 TIE fighters escorting a shuttle. I think on eBay we've seen a couple new figures that could possibly go with this, with the protocol droid. Black protocol droid, Vader, pilot, but that would only account for one other vehicle. So, I don't, it'll be interesting to see what this is. The likely shuttle part of it, not massively exciting to me, but I think this is going to be a make or break depending on what else is packed with it. And again, man, I don't, it's so strange to me that, these are in stores. A lot of this is going out on the shelf, and there's nothing. No teases, no reveals, no official word about anything. The only scenario I could see where maybe this is a factor is, right around the corner we have another Walmart Collector Con.
Okay.
And it's possible that these are something that's going to, at least intended to go up for pre-order for Walmart Collector Con. Because that would get them up for pre-order right before that 3/22 date. I'm just pulling it up to see if I can find the dates for the one. I want to say it's like 18, 19, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael, with the This would be a killer set if they
Maybe
did this.
1920. I believe they're
I
usually
can't
like a
imagine that they
Thursday,
would.
Friday. So that
Yeah.
would be next Thursday and next Friday. So keep an eye on our pages, the Facebook groups on that next Thursday and Friday, just to see if we're getting any official word on these sets. That seems somewhat reasonable, right? I mean,
Mhm.
if these are Walmart exclusives, it makes sense that maybe these are meant for CollectorCon. I still would rather them tease and release some info on them ahead of CollectorCon so we know what's coming, but doesn't seem to be the case here.
No.
Stormy Cloud says, I admitted I bought 5 Lambda, whatever it is, shuttles, 3 first release and 2 second release.
Nice.
That's a whole fleet of them for
Good for you,
sure.
Man.
Yeah, who knows? Since it's an exclusive, I don't think it's going to be a new mold. That does not seem to be what they're doing with these new battle packs we're seeing. It's a way to get slight redecos back out there.
Yeah, what would be really cool is if they did a whole Twilight Squadron of it, because they've got the one Imperial shuttle that has the Rebel logo on the side of it.
No, that would be fun.
That would be cool.
And
I cannot imagine them doing that, but
I would love to see that kind of synergy again.
Mm-hmm.
But do you like these? I mean, do you like what they're kind of doing with these battle packs?
I love the battle packs
because it looks like, at least for this year, it's something they're going to lean heavily into, because we know Target is getting a few similar to these, and I believe Amazon has one or two as well that will be popping up. So
I think as long as it's not just a straight up repack, there's something different than.
And to be fair, the Rogue One does seem mostly a straight repack, but as long as we don't get too many of those, I think it's a good thing.
Although I mean, you can always have plenty of TIE Strikers. I mean, those things are awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of which, let's dive into some of these before it hits your bedtime, Kevin.
Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, it's been a while. # Bluey.
Let's call that before we.
Do we want to do that?
Yeah, before we crack these. So
the Hollow B-Wing.
Courtesy
Bluey.
of John Howard. Thank you. # Bluey. I'm going to pull it up one more time. There we go.
Do the drum roll on this one?
Well,
official?
So can you do the drum roll?
I don't know. Where do I find
it? And I'll I don't know what it'll do if I screen share the giveaway page and go back to the other window trying to.
Oh my gosh.
Do the drum roll.
The screen just got super small. I can't even see the screen anymore. Hold on a second. What just happened?
We have 75 people currently entered. That's a lot of people for that.
That's great.
We had over 100 people watching between the two channels, which is amazing.
I know,
Kevin,
I did see that.
I was thinking about this the other day.
Yes.
I think it's wild that we're hitting just over a year now of this format of the show, and we've still got about the same amount of people watching on a regular basis live with us. Over 100 people between the two channels.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and supporting us and talking about fun toys with us a couple times a month. Really appreciate it. I was just, for whatever reason, thinking about that today. I was like, man, there really hasn't been a big drop off.
Right.
At any point over the last, 13, almost 14 months now, which is cool. Really appreciate you guys. That's a sound for sure. I don't know. I don't know if it's the appropriate one. So I'm gonna go over here and let me share my screen.
Let's see what this drum roll sounds like really quick before
we. Is it the bongo one? Yeah.
That's our lowrider.
79. Well, and you'll have to wait too, because it, as it starts to slow down, it just drags out those last few names forever.
That's gonna be hard to time that. I'll have to do it just to pull the trigger on it and click it to start.
What's up, Mechanthrope? Good to see you, man. I am going to share. Let's see. Let's make sure I pick the correct window here. All right. Can you see my screen, Kevin? Can we pull it up here?
Here we go. I can pull this up on the screen. There it is.
Or can we do this? That's what I want to do.
There we go.
Is that too small for you guys? The entries is so tiny. I'm looking at a window within a window within a window on my screen, so maybe it looks a little better for you guys. But 80 people on here. Hashtag Bluey. You've got a few seconds left. We'll enter you to win the Hollow B-Wing from Series 9, donated by super generous community member John Howard. So here in just a second, we are going to give that away. Yes, DC Metro putting the drum roll emojis in the chat. I'll do a little bit of a countdown. We haven't done one this year, I believe, right? Is this our first giveaway? We really
First
hammered the giveaways. Yeah, we really hammered them hard at the holidays, and the coffers are empty. But thanks to your generosity, we have some to give away. All right, 80. It's been on 80 for a few seconds now. I'm just going to give us about 5 seconds here for anybody on the delay. 81. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, we've had a lot of people over the holidays. At the very last second, we'll see it jump up. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case tonight. 1, 0. Boom.
All right, here we go. Don't get too excited once it slows down too much. We're gonna see what happens.
Hit the drum roll.
Oh.
Mauricio Calle 5601. Keep
the applause going. Congratulations.
Yes. Congratulations, Mauricio. Don't believe that's the Mauricio we know from the other show. I can't remember what his YouTube name is, but
yeah.
Congratulations.
Boom.
If you will hit us up at microgalaxysquadcast@gmail.com or send us a DM on social media with your info, we will get that out to you. Thanks again to John Howard for being generous and beautiful man, donating that. Yeah, look, he's here. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Love that.
Yep, definitely send over your information and get that shipped out here within the next couple days.
Gonna stop that now.
Yep.
Pretty cool. So that's fun. Hey, and to any of you watching, if you have a bunch of extras hanging around and you don't know what to do with them, send them our way, and we'll
always fun to give them away. For sure.
Always appreciate that. So I'm gonna take that Bluey down. And Kevin, real quick for the for our little topic of the show here, let's dive into. So you have the Razor Crest, and you've done a video on it.
I have.
I think it'd be nice just to pull it out, take a look at it.
Okay.
If you have both versions and can hold them out together, I don't know how possible that is, but
that is possible. They're up there.
Not a huge deal. The yellow is very saturated on that. It's really bright and saturated.
It is very, very bright for sure. Yeah, this actually does look, oops, wrong one. This does look really good in person. You can kind of actually see it a little more on this video. This lighting looks much better than what you're going to see on the online, because the image and let me pull this one up too, because I did grab that image. So there is what it looks like with it just like hammered with the light. And so it looks like just that really gray plastic. And again, I don't think that looks very good at all.
It does it no favors, that's for sure.
For sure. And so, with this lighting, you get a chance to see, I mean, it is just the clean plastic. It has no wash on it. but it does look a little better here this way. And then the color on the engines actually is really nice. And then again on the back, which you get to see more here, just the silver detailing that's on there,
Yep.
and our hidden feature here, which is the engine piece, is painted as well, which looks really nice.
Nice.
Now, it does. So the one slight thing that I wish that they had fixed, and I talk about this in the review, is oh yeah, there you go. You can see inside the cockpit, like right in his seat, there's no clips to hold him in. So he just kind of like floats around in there. And then
We've become accustomed to the clips in the
I
seats.
know. Yeah. And so even if you set him in there with his legs like at 90 degrees relative to his body, he still doesn't fit in it. So bit of a bummer. But
Hmm.
and then there's no extra clip to hold the cockpit down. So it doesn't, the paint fortunately is just thick enough that there is like a little piece right there that does stick into that to help hold it. And then there's a little paint here, detailing here on the gun there on the front, which looks pretty sweet.
But no tabs. They didn't
No
go back
tabs.
and add tabs. So
No tabs.
thank
Yep.
you for that.
Yeah. All of the components of this are the same as the other as well. It's got the removable panel right here. It's got your opening door there. And then also on the back, this part comes down. The interior of it is all, again, the same, although it does have a weapons rack, which doesn't make a ton of sense because so you get the one weapon rack instead of the carbon freezing
Carbonite.
or
Yeah.
the carbonite thing. But then also on the inside here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the light, there is another weapons rack literally right in there inside the door
Oh, from the existing mold.
from the existing mold. So you get a double weapon rack. So he is like
Oh man.
ready to go.
I have to
Um,
say, a weapons I could have done with nothing there, I think. Instead
yeah.
of passing off the weapons rack as an extra figure.
Yes, agreed.
Oh man.
But all the
So
other features that are the same. Let me grab while we're
do you
talking
have
about
the figure right there? I saw. I
yes,
believe Grogu is molded onto the jetpack, so that would be a new mold. What is Grogu on the jetpack?
correct. Yeah, and actually the figure himself, um so again, you'll see this a little bit better in the review if you want to really see it good, but the figure actually does it's the same mold. There are two molds actually of the Mando. There is the Series 1 version, uh and then there were two versions that were released in Series 1, and then there's the Series 2 Scout class version. So this is the Series 2 Scout class version. You can tell just by the hole on his back and where that's inserted. And then, yeah, here is your Grogu on the backpack. And that's actually like a great picture of it. The sculpt on that is amazing. And the paint detailing on it is really good as well.
Now,
But
are you going
this
to take a
again,
Gundam marker and attempt to do two black eyes on that?
no way. No way.
It would be
But
really
it
hard
does.
to get them the right shape because if you just do dots, it's not really going to look like him.
Yeah. Yeah. You might be able to. I mean, there is the detail on his face. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Who did we got somebody with eyes, right? Isn't there's
Hmm.
one figure, is it oh, is it Nine Num? Does Nine Num have eyes? I think there's one
Maybe.
random character that has eyes, I believe. I
Yeah.
want to say
But
it's
here he
Nine
is
Num.
with the backpack on. Now, when you put him into the cockpit, you can keep the jetpack on, and that's likely how I would do it because then he'll be wide enough that he somewhat sits in that cockpit seat. But yeah, he'll float around in there otherwise. And it does have inside of the actual vehicle, it's got on the weapons rack, it has a little piece, and then actually on the interior of of the mold right here, this little piece right there, is actually to put the jetpack on it. And so the same thing here on the weapons rack. There's another little clip right there. But you can't really do that because Grogu's stuck on it. So
Oh man, we're hitting several layers deep of like
yeah,
reuse upon reuse upon reuse, where things are just starting to kind of
100%.
the wheels are starting to come off a little bit on the
The
repurposing.
ability to redo it, reuse them.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Let me grab the other ones really fast. Actually, there's right
Now
behind me.
I'm really interested to see the other version of this that's
Yeah.
potentially coming
Oh yeah, the
to
one coming with
Target.
Target. Yeah.
Maybe, we don't know that that's actually coming still at, that whole weirdness with the non-press release, but I hope that that was accurate and it is coming because it sounds really really cool, and I'll be very interested to see if the deco on that one is altered at all, in terms of the paint. So the biggest difference being the original two releases, the entire ship was painted. Is that right, or is it just a
No,
darker gray base color?
it's the
Because
wash.
the wash makes it
The
shiny.
wash the wash makes it well, I think it is more of a metallic color, slightly more
Yeah,
metallic. But yeah, the wash is super heavy. I mean like super heavy.
but again, it that has a metallic aspect to it that the gray paint on that one does not have. Right?
It does. It does look slightly metallic. Yeah.
It's just a lot lighter.
It's just a lot lighter. Yep.
Hmm.
And then here it is. Second here. I'll show this one relative to the Arvala 7 one, which is kind of reminiscent actually of a vault type. When you look at it.
Kevin, that one's a sore subject because the only micro figure I have ever lost, the off-world Jawa.
Oh no.
My son,
Ate it?
maybe 3 or 4 at the time, uh, pulled it out and dropped it somewhere in the carpet in the playroom up there,
Mm-hmm.
and I have not been able to find it, and I have a sneaking suspicion that it wound up in a vacuum. But the only micro figure I've ever lost from the line,
Bummer.
that one. I need to find a random Jawa for sale on eBay or something and replace
That's
that one.
right.
But sore subject. I would love, DC Metro said exactly what I was just thinking. I would love a regular Jawa.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Um,
someday we'll get a sandcrawler or something. Who
but
knows?
that's the hope, is that we get a Sandcrawler and it'll have plenty of Jawas and droids with it, um, along with the sail barge. To me, the two biggest dreadnought, assault class, whatever, from the original
Mhm.
trilogy we still need: Sandcrawler and sail barge.
Yeah.
But looks like we're getting another AT-AT this year. Every
We'll have
year,
to
the
hold that
assault
hope,
class
man.
is an AT-AT. The
Yep.
Ghost was fun, but every year it's a new AT-AT.
Mm-hmm.
No Onyx Cinder.
Yeah.
No
But no, the Razor Crest is great. I think
Fondor.
those people that are spending a bunch of money on it on eBay, I would not do that. It's not worth it.
And again, come 322, there's a good
Yeah,
chance
it
these
should
will
be
be
pretty.
all over the shelves.
Yeah.
Very cool. Of the three,
Mm-hmm.
is the original standard version your still your go-to, your de facto version,
You know, uh, kind
or is
of,
the new
but
one
not
growing on you?
kind of, but not really. I think if the new one had a wash on it, it would be the one. Um, because the old one, the main problem I have with the old one is the wash is just so heavy on it. It just doesn't look very good. Um, I actually have one that I customed and I removed all the wash on it. I put my own wash on it, and even that like doesn't look very good.
Stargazer
So
says maybe for the 50th, in next year they'll do the sail barge. 50th of episode 4. So to me, the Sandcrawler would be the perfect go-to there for that anniversary. Getting the Sandcrawler out there.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I really like. I think of the 3 versions of the Razor Crest, definitely the coolest one is the Arvala 7, just because of all the panel detailing and the negative space on it and everything. So
certainly the most.
Hey, Cassidy's here. Hey, Cassidy, what's up, man?
What's up, man? You've
Thanks
missed
for joining.
everything.
You missed the Hollow B-Wing and everything else, so we'll have to have you go back and rewatch.
All right.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what you've got.
For show and tell, I have brought
all right
the Rogue One set.
Super awesome.
Battle pack. We've got the Striker, ATST
so in the package.
There. Now, what I have the previous TIE Striker ready to go here for comparison. What I don't have handy is a Stormtrooper to compare, but maybe you can find one laying around somewhere and see if the deco has changed at all.
You've got the Armada ATST as well.
I do not.
Okay, great.
So that's why this release.
Let me grab
was it. I went ahead and grabbed it because I have not picked up that.
Oh, I think I have one here.
Just slashed the box there. Whoops. Let's jump down to the other camera.
Nice.
I'm gonna pull chat down now. Unfortunately, this camera right now is fixed in place, so it is a little too big here.
We'll forgive you.
Little too close. I need what I need is a taller stand to put it on, or a different lens, but a taller stand would also help. So you can see the figures here. Stormtrooper, ATST pilot, TIE pilot.
Yeah, that Stormtrooper looks pretty normal. Like the newer one, I guess it would be.
Remind me, are there only 2 versions, or did we get a 3rd version?
There are 3 versions of the Stormtrooper. You've got actually, there are 4 versions of the Stormtrooper. So 2 of them came with the Imperial Troop Transport, where you.
And I just mean in terms of deco.
Yeah. Yep. So with the Imperial Troop Transport, you have the original version that just has the sunglasses on.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the Stormtrooper that's holding the blaster with the sunglasses on.
Sure.
And then, so those are your 2 molds. And then the other 2 molds would be this one. And then there is another version like this that actually is holding the blaster that came with the Endor AT-AT set.
Right, but it's in terms of like levels of detail, we only have the sunglasses one, and then this version, right? There isn't a 3rd version of detail like the clones. I feel like we've seen several iterations of, with them adding
that's accurate. Yep, we haven't had a Stormtrooper.
The clones have more detail. The clones ended up getting the black lines for the elbows.
Yes.
The Stormtroopers, I think, would benefit greatly from the ring around the black elbows and the legs, the knees, maybe. I think would help. Sure. That's the like one thing we're missing with these to kind of. It's a lot of white right there, and I think if they could ever just get that little line around the elbows, it would break up a lot of that. The knees would be even better, but at least where it is now, it's definitely passable and miles better than the just the sunglasses that we got
for sure.
The first one. So I'm gonna pop this open, slide it out.
Yeah, the crazy thing about the Stormtrooper, so the Stormtrooper came out as a scout class in Series 3. Beyond the Series 3 Scout Class Stormtrooper, we have got a Stormtrooper with the Imperial Troop Transport and the Imperial Shuttle. We got one with the Empire Strikes Back Slave One, and then we got the AT-AT Endor. Oh, look at that! We got the AT-ACT.
What do you think about that?
Now that is interesting because that could be one of the first reveals we potentially get on a package since series like 3 or 4.
Yeah. Now, I don't think that that's a thing anymore. At least in my mind, I don't know that that's something they're actively doing. Still, is teasing only
Well, I don't think they were
MGS versions
actively
in the
doing
art.
that either at the beginning.
What's it?
I don't think it was intentional that they were doing that at the beginning either. I think that it just ended up being on the package and we saw it. But it would be interesting to see because a lot of the artwork that they're using are actual 3D renders that they're getting. So,
Very
but hey,
cool.
who knows?
It's
That would be cool.
really grainy, really desaturated.
Mm.
Kind of interesting there, but pretty cool. That's one
That
of
is
the more
cool.
interesting
Backgrounds.
one of the more
for
interesting
sure.
background art we've had in a while, I think.
Yeah, agreed. Most of them have just been planets or just some
Yeah.
generic thing in the background.
Yeah, I really like that.
I like that.
So here we go.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll start with the least interesting here and work our way up. This looks to be, well, I've pulled the gun off.
Broke it already.
Well, you know how this is. It's so hard to get the stuff out of these. Appears to be pretty much the same. Now, if you give me a second here, I might actually be able to reach the old one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does look to be the same as the others.
No.
I have too many e-webs. I would agree with you, DC Metro. I have a bunch of them as well. They make great set pieces for your dioramas if you're going to make any. So add those into my Imperial cubes.
Yeah, I would love to see another version of this. I don't know how they would do it. I think the only reason they got away with this is because of Mando. We saw the one scene where it hovers. So thanks to Mando, we have sort of an e-web cannon there. It would be great to get an actual e-web, but I don't know how they do that. So Kevin, did you grab your Armada ATST?
Yep. Have it right here.
I'm attempting to get this out without breaking it. So the other set that they had in the store, the cannon on the side, dude, these feet are really in here.
They might be.
Yeah, they're okay. Hold on. They're we gotta get the nippers.
Yep.
Gotta get the nippers. The other one that they had in the store, the cannon that goes on the it's like a little grenade launcher or something that's on the side of the hull, just sitting there loose in the packaging. So and the area around that cannon did not look great either for some reason. It was like there was something going on with the mold there as well. So I did not pick that one up.
Nice.
But this one seems to be all good. A little hard to get to the bands on this one. There we go. Finally popped them out. All right. Here is the ATST, and right off the bat, I'm noticing it's a very now with the lighting in here, it's going to look a little warmer than it actually is. The base plastic color is really really light. It's a very light gray. And look at that in
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. If you
I
can turn
ripped
it
the one off
sideways.
mine. You see that? Look at that.
Yeah. There you go.
Too easy to pull that one off.
So here's the Armada version. Here.
So let's see. Oh, I need to hold it like this.
Yeah.
That looks
Yeah,
the
that
same.
looks very, very similar. This one definitely looks more, the version that I have looks way more like a gray.
Really?
But yeah, maybe it could be the wash. Does that one have a wash on it?
It does have a wash. It does have a wash. It's very, very light. Well,
I mean, you can
it's
see
not
this
that
one's
light.
got some pooling there, even on the front and on the side of it.
I don't know how well you can see that, but it does have a darker gray wash on it, and it looks to be about the same as yours.
Yeah, it does look to be pretty similar.
Now, the feet, the left foot has a bit of
has the rust on it,
deco on it, and then the lower leg of the other one is mostly rusted.
Yeah, correct. It's the same as this one.
Okay, so with some minor variances, this is basically the same as the Armada version.
Okay.
Confirmed. The recent Armada ATST, the exact same hover E-Web that we got in Series 3 or whatever it was. Is that right? Series 3? Oh, okay. Well, just broke the stand trying to put it on.
Nice.
Unfortunate. Be careful with that ball peg, I guess.
Typical.
Bummer.
Yeah, those things are very, very flimsy.
Well, that's very sharp, so it's going to be, I'm going to have to get some pliers to pull that ball out now. Oh, well. So there's, I did not put a lot of pressure.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself, man.
That's unfortunate, man. Comes with the stand for the TIE Striker.
Although I don't know that I'd call that a stand. That's more like
it's a stand in the way that it helps it stand up, and that's all that it does.
Not fall over.
I would say it's not a display
it's like a
stand
support.
by any means.
It's like a support.
Interesting. It doesn't look like there's any bands around the TIE Striker. It was just the ATST had some bands around its feet. Now, I'm looking for a good place to get a hold of this one and not finding a great place to pop it out. Hard to get my hand in there.
Rip it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't want to pull the wing.
It's about this time in the opening of it where I just take my scissors and I just start cutting the plastic apart. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I mean, I'm pulling very hard. Okay.
There you go.
It's tough because you don't want to tear it up, but sometimes there's no other way to get them out. So we're going to discard the tray. And get the bands out of here. All right. So they did change the design ever so slightly. On the previous version of the wings, on the underside, you had these two kind of where it tabs in. You can see the two spots where it tabs in.
Yep.
Now they have another spot on the top where it tabs in. That is not present on the original one. Now, the question is, did it make a difference?
Yeah, it's the left wing if you're looking straight at it.
Yeah. You know,
I'm sorry, not the left wing. It's the right wing if you're looking straight at it. It's
so to me, it does look straighter. I think that was kind of the issue with the previous one, right? Is that it drooped just a little bit.
Yeah, especially on the one on the again, if you're looking straight at the cockpit, it's the one on the right side.
Which on the video would be this one.
No, the other one.
Well, because the way the camera is.
Yeah, no, it's the one, it's the other one. It's the one on the top of the screen is
I
the one that
know,
would be
but I'm
loose.
saying the way the camera's
Mhm.
oriented, like flipped, it
Mm.
is this one on mine.
Gotcha.
But because right now I'm touching the right wing, even though it doesn't look like it. So it doesn't
Oh, it
feel
does
super
move.
sturdy.
Yeah.
That's
What about the
moving quite
Oh, man, that
moving
is
quite a
moving a
bit.
lot. How about the other one?
Moving
Oh my
quite a bit.
gosh.
Now I guess I can pull this off if we want to see it.
Can't
Oh
get it?
man. Well, I got the one off that I was intending to pull off, but the other one also flipped off and went into the floor.
Nice.
So you can kind of see the tabs here. There is just a little clip at the end of these two that are painted black, and that's where they slide in and then just slightly clip into the groove. You can see the same. They've added this one to the top of it, which wasn't there before.
Yeah. I don't think that one on the top is really gonna help it, to be honest. I mean, I've glued mine on and they're they're locked in. But yeah, here is the original one.
So
While
it
you're putting
feels
it together.
okay. Like it snaps in and feels all right. And to be fair, just looking at it, it looks fine. It like I'm holding it up. It does not look droopy.
Mhm.
And now I'll get the other one here.
So here's the wing I glued on. No wiggle at all. Here's the one I didn't glue on. See, it's got a lot.
And really, again, to be fair, this one is not drooping that bad. Right now, this is the original. You can see there's no groove and
That
clip
wing shouldn't
on
be
the top
bad.
here.
It's the other wing, the other side that's the problem.
Yeah, again, I think it's because of the camera is flipped. But this is the right wing on mine.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the right wing, it would be the left wing that has the problem.
So I will say the hinges
Mhm.
feel much tighter on the old one
Really?
in terms of snapping up and down.
Hmm.
I feel like there's like a very clear spot where it goes from flat to like a nice, you know you're in the right spot. That you can get flat and then it pops up. The new one is really loose and gummy. Like there's no
Hmm.
It doesn't feel good, to be honest.
I wonder if they changed that. Now, I have
So
noticed the same thing
it
with
looks the same to me. It looks
Yeah.
exactly the same,
Uh-huh.
but it feels way different. I would say there's no hinges, and really, like if I push this down, do you see that?
Yeah, it's just popping right back up.
It just pops right back up. So I don't even know that you can display it like that.
That's interesting because I noticed the same thing with the Reaper. So, obviously when it was $9, I bought a bunch of them, and
Uh-huh.
there is a lot of difference from Reaper to Reaper in terms of how those wings work. So some of them work real smooth, some of them the right side doesn't work great, the left side doesn't work
Hmm.
great. Some of them ratchet really well and some of them don't. So I wonder whether or not that's just a quality control issue. Gosh,
What's up, soybean?
that'd be a real bummer if the wings are stuck in that position and you can't move them down.
I'm gonna put this back on. I mean, yeah, it snaps in. I can't tell that doing that redesign made that much of a difference.
It's not is it drooping just independently? Like if you kind of like move it up and down, like you just kind of like flap it, basically, would it then do they wiggle?
It
Like
wiggles.
when you're touching it, yeah, but like if you just kind of like move it up and down, you know what I mean?
No, and maybe that was worth the redesign. It doesn't seem to droop on its own. I mean, it's relatively, if anything, it's going uphill ever so slightly
Gotcha.
at the joint. But yeah,
Yeah.
I that
Now, to be honest, I think I'd prefer the older version because when you at least put the wing together, it looks a little more uniform instead of having that clip right on the top.
look at this.
Oh man.
You cannot do this with the old one.
No, you can't.
Interesting.
I wonder if huh.
I mean, I think it's
That's really weird. I wonder
yeah.
if it's missing a piece in there or something. That's the reason why it does that.
So this is as far as I can get these wings to go. That's as far up as I
Yeah,
can get these to go.
same on mine.
Like very firmly so. And I'm trying to figure out what on this one is different that would stop them from being a taco. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it looks the same.
Yeah, there's got to be something missing in the hinge.
Right. So
Or I wonder if it's flipped upside down or something, like they put the wrong wing on the wrong side, you know what I mean?
it looks looser. Like the gap here looks a little bigger than the gap here. I
Mhm.
don't know if maybe the new wing design just this was changed at all. This was changed. I don't know. Just looking at it to my eye, other than that space right there, it looks about the same.
Yeah, now that space will make a difference as I'm looking at it here, the version that I've got, because
Mm-hmm.
when you go to, yeah, because of the thickness of the wing and the bevel of that hinge, it just hits that and hits that piece of plastic and it won't go any further. So yes, if you were to expand that out, then you can take that wing all the way to the top
Yeah.
and it doesn't click
So
as
it
well.
just misses where that used to hit right there. I can kind of feel it. I can feel where it's supposed to hit right there.
Yeah,
But look, it doesn't stay there.
right.
That it's a little harder to show on camera, but look,
Yeah, it just misses that piece.
I can't get this to. Now I'm tempted to go buy the other one they had there. and see if
See
the
if it's got
wings
the
are the
same
same on
problem.
that one. See if it's consistent. Anybody in chat? Anybody else have this and can grab it and just see how that hinge feels? No,
Wow, that's a bummer how loose that is.
it's really loose. I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
You can kind of get it to be flat, but there's literally no hope of that one wing staying up. It falls flat immediately, and the other one almost in the same boat. So unfortunately, it kind of seems like maybe one step forward here and two steps back right here.
How about the interior of it? Is it all the same on the inside?
Let's find out.
I would imagine it'd be all the same.
Yeah. Oh, well, that just came off. But you can see here.
Nice. Whole thing's falling apart.
It's got the tabs for the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Seat. No deco on anything there.
Okay.
On the flip side, kind of this. It's hard to get light down in there, but I feel like we could have gotten maybe two pilots with this one, but would have been a nice value for the battle pack, I think, having the extra pilot.
Yeah. Would have taken an extra pilot versus an E-Web.
The original one looks exactly the same. I don't know that there's any difference here.
So maybe it's just a very slight difference with that wing, and otherwise, do the strikers
deco same on the booty looks the same on both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that
bummer.
answer, Cassidy. If the striker was supposed to be a 2-seater or a single-seater. I think it was a 2-seater, but
so I'll probably go back and grab the other one just to see if the wings are like that. But to me, right now, I think the original release might have it beat out. That backside really snaps closed, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to pop this back in. Yeah, man, that's a bummer. Every time I touch it, it's just like flopping.
Yeah, it is supposed to be a 2-seater there, Cassidy. One pilot and one gunner. Bombardier gunner, which would be optional. So it could be flown by one. Well, there we go.
Yeah,
so we
I was
got
just
some
trying to
good
see
some
what
information
it
out of that.
takes to get the wing off. No, I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but I
Okay, got you. You popped it all the way off.
kind of see it. It almost looks like mine is messed up because there's a pin that goes through. If you look down in there, it looks like that's supposed to be a pin.
Okay.
And this one is potentially broken, and maybe that's why. The
because you just ripped the wing off of it.
Well, no, I mean it was loose before, obviously.
Yeah, it could be busted to begin with.
So I wonder if that's why this one is loose, is because that pin is broken.
Yeah.
Off of the wing. And this one maybe not broken because I can't pull this wing off in the same way.
Huh. Interesting. Can you put that other wing down, or does it still pop back up like you were showing? Yeah,
still pops back up, but it feels like it's kind of a tolerance thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's wanting to pull back up because it's flexing weird.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something with the way that pin runs through the plastic there and that's why we're getting the issues we're getting. So you know, I think the original one, cool set, and I didn't have the ATST.
Mhm. Yep. Now you
But
do.
I think the original one might edge it out still. TBD on if
Yeah.
they're all like this. Did anybody in chat ever pipe up with that? I didn't see anybody.
No, I didn't see anybody there.
Hmm. Yeah, might try to find somebody in the Facebook group that's come across one and just see what their
Yeah.
experience is with those hinges.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the appearance of it, I would say that the original version takes the cake because it doesn't have that. I mean, you already have the seam there at the top of that wing, but then to have
Right.
that little gap with the thing in there also, it's another one that kind of stinks.
I would have
Oh, another super
loved.
chat in here. Thank you, Susan, for Susan Renaud 5368 for the super chat.
Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Right. That's what we're supposed to play, right? Get the gong for the super chats.
Battle damage. So what's the deal with the battle damage TIE fighter that popped up on eBay a month or two ago? We don't know yet. So that is an interesting one. My thought would be that it's going to be part of a battle pack that will come out later. Um, and who knows? Maybe with another TIE Reaper. I can't imagine again that the TIE Reaper would be a one and done. They would try to get that into a battle pack again some way or another. Um, But, who knows? Fingers crossed. I think that would have been an easy one for this set, but alas, looks like,
Yeah, I feel like a potential Rebel Rogue One battle pack would be maybe
yeah,
a little potentially a little cooler than this one.
for sure.
But
With
again,
a,
I think TIE
X-wing and a
Strikers are a great one to fleet build. But
for sure.
yeah, I will report back after.
So what's the verdict on this one? Everyone's asking.
Well, listen, I don't know what they're asking. I would say TBD
Yeah.
because we got to figure out if this is a widespread issue with the hinges. If that's the case and they're all a little droopy like that, then yeah, it might be a little bit of a tough sell. But
Now I think for $30, the value is probably pretty close, right? I mean, you get the Striker and the ATST both should be roughly $13-14. And then you get
yeah,
the eWeb, which should be like $5. So it puts you right at about $30.
yeah, and then the other one you're getting two $15 ones. It's a lot easier.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping this one's just an outlier.
Yeah.
I will if
Sure.
it's
I mean,
still
we certainly
there.
know the QC is something to be desired still with a lot
I
of these
mean,
items.
I have had remarkably good luck in general with things. I have not run into a whole lot of QC issues. But yeah, between that instantly breaking off and this wing being broken, a little bit of a bummer. But and that could just be this set. We'll see. Although I say that, I would be going to buy the one where the cannon is broken off of the ATST and the other ones.
Yeah. Or it just fell off. That thing is super easy to pop
it did
off of there.
fall off, but the only thing that had me concerned is there's the ridges around the hole. That mold on the other one was really, really smooth, like worn down for whatever reason. It did not look sharp like this one does.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what was going on with that one in general, but I do know this is a fairly, this is barely in there. So
yeah,
I know that's a thing. I know you can just put it back in, but yeah, the mold being kind of worn on it was strange to me. But I'll still go pick it up and see what the deal is with the other wing. Hopefully this is an outlier and it feels as good as the first wave of them.
Yep. Agreed.
Cool set. I hit 6 different Walmarts desperately trying to find the Y-Wing set and struck out. So maybe only 3 of those stores had Micro Galaxy, maybe less, maybe 2 of the 6 I think actually had Micro Galaxy at the store.
Kidding.
So I might
That's
try
crazy.
a different area of town and hit another area tomorrow and search for them. But gas prices going up, so we'll see. I also might just wait.
Yeah.
Before I start driving like 45 minutes, an hour, to get to strike out at other Walmarts.
I know. Yeah. That's the worst, man. The absolute worst.
Pretty cool. It's crazy that this stuff was not revealed, not shown off anywhere. It just they're out and it's on the shelf and you can buy it.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Can't believe it. But very cool to see the battle packs. I'm excited to see what other battle packs they have coming. So
Jordan Blaney says he just opened his set and his TIE Striker is normal. So
great.
That's good to hear. It's possible that mine just has a little bit of an issue in that department. So I might have to do a little mix match and return one of them. But yeah, kind of a bummer on that front. Good to know that is not the case with all of them.
Yeah. Here is here is the other set.
I want it so bad, Kevin.
I know that is so freaking cool, man. So cool. Looks like the gun on the top of the Y-Wing actually is in a good spot as well, instead of it being bent like the other one. Although it does look like the bomber wings with those straps that are on there are pulled back.
Pulling the wings in, right?
Yeah, which I hope
I noticed that. It looks like it's pulling them off the tab there.
I hope they're not bending either, because that would be a real bummer. That would be the third version of the bomber that just is just a problem.
Cursed.
Yeah. The first one I got 3 of them. 2 of them had parts that weren't glued completely on. Like the cockpit was kind of sideways. Actually, I literally saw somebody post this the other day that they got one that didn't even have the cockpit window glued on. It was like completely open. There was no.
That's a new one.
Yeah, there was no window on it, which was really funny. But
we will be
cool.
We will be hunting. If you find them, make sure to post all kinds of pictures. I'm really curious to see more of that, more close-ups of that Y-Wing and get a better eye on that TIE Bomber deco.
Yeah.
Not a ton of Star Wars news that I think is like earth-shattering.
Well, we got one other thing on here that we missed, Cole. The last bullet point on there.
Yeah. Is that yeah, I briefly mentioned it earlier, but we did. We mentioned that Target and Amazon should also be seeing a couple similar packs, kind of in the same vein as these, and then further out than that, it looks like we've got a Dreadnought class ship codenamed Arrow for maybe around November or this fall, basically.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that'll be interesting. If anyone wants to wildly speculate, Mango and Grape was the code name for the new Razor Crest, and Silver Fox, I believe. So
nice.
If anyone wants to wildly speculate what Arrow could be, might be looking at it. It'd be nice to have a
DC
new
crossover.
Yeah. New Dreadnought class. Hopefully new mold.
Yeah, nice. Air Force and Carlos.
Are those also new code names, DC?
Air Force.
I assume that's
Carlos.
What he's saying. Probably got it from the shipping data there.
Oh, nice. Yeah. No, that was the Avenger and Cassian.
Yeah.
Nice.
That seems vaguely. Carlos is an Interesting choice there.
Yeah.
So we're
Mango and grape.
gonna skip the Star Wars portion and go straight to community spotlight before we wrap up.
Yeah.
Just a few quick things. Let's run through.
Mm-hmm.
We'll finish with if you want to do a quick little show and tell update on how you're continuing help with Cube Squadrons going on. We can hit that. Maybe Cassidy can tell us
Yeah, for sure.
where he's at on that. Before, were you able to pull in?
Man.
So
I missed I literally had the one image that you sent me of the Rebels
the display
wall display. I had that. I had saved that as well. I was going to put that in
Oh
here.
man,
I missed it in the deck.
I like to mix it up in kind of. We hadn't had a display one in a while, but
yeah. But
for Community Spotlight, every episode we shine a spotlight on cool things going on in the MGS community, customs, videos, displays, and of course your photography. You can send in submissions anytime through DM on Instagram or email us at microgalaxysquadcast@gmail.com. First up, Imperial Spectrum back on the show with a photo I saw yesterday.
Yeah,
gotta love the. I'm a sucker for AT-ATs and a sucker for snow pictures, and I thought this one was look cool. He's got the effects going on in there. Check out Imperial Spectrum on Instagram. He is a budding toy photographer.
Yeah, let me see if I can get this other picture over here.
Scott's awesome. Everybody knows Scott from the Facebook group. It's cool to see him his journey as he kind of gets better and better at photography and doing these toy pictures. I thought this one was really, really cool.
Yep.
Do you want to pull in the other picture, or is that difficult? Because we can also just skip it.
Nope, I'm on it. Give me.
So the other one was I noticed the other day there was a new display picture from the Facebook group. Andrew Auton was showing off his new Rebels display, and just kind of a cool way to display him. I think we see him on shelves all the time. We see display stands all the time. But this was a wall-mounted display, kind of like your a vertical display, kind of like your Millennium Falcons on your wall back there, Kevin. Yep. And he had most of the Rebel ships on one big display with the little banner for the show on it.
Let me see if I can do this.
Here, ever so shortly.
Can you see that now?
It is very small, but I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I can see it, man.
So, yeah. Love it. Had the Ghost on there. Both A-Wing variants, both Phantoms. You've got Hera's X-Wing, Sabine's TIE.
And Sabine's TIE. That's awesome.
You got to love the Blade Wing there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I guess are we missing anything from here? I think that's all for like Rebels team ships there. I think everything else would be bad guys,
Yeah, that's right.
Enemy ships from it. So just kind of cool, interesting display.
Yeah,
I don't know that I'd seen something like laid out like that. I think that more and more, the more ships we get, the more interesting ways you can display it, the better.
Yeah, here we go. So here is one of the Cube Squadron mini cubes. So where am I at here? There it is. This is so much fun to print. It was great because it's not super complicated, even though there's a bunch of different colors that are in there. I did paint and weather the walls, but the everything else in this is just 3D printed. The back actually, let me see if I can do this with my light. But when you backlight the light on it, hold on a second, I'm gonna run this wire over. It looks
interesting
really
if you had like a RGB light back there and you could run some like really warm light through it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wonder what that'd do to the blues there.
Well, here, I don't know if I can do this, if it's gonna just wash it out or not. But
it does have a very blue glow.
Yeah. I've got a great picture I took of it here yesterday with it backlit like that, which looks awesome. But this thing's pretty small. I mean, it's maybe 5x5, something like
And
that.
you've got looks like a lot of Action Fleet figures in there using
Yeah, I put
like
a bunch of
blue
Action
tack.
Fleet. Yep, yep. I put the Action Fleet in there just because they match the set, but there are some pretty sweet gold like medals that you can print that you can put on the figures. And then I also have this one right here. This one might be one of my favorites. Is the Dune Sea.
Now, Kevin, this is one I jokingly posted about on. I left a comment on one of Cassidy's Cube Squadron posts, saying that the next reveal was just going to be a giant Dune Sea with the escape pod in the middle.
Yep.
And then within days, this was revealed to be one of the mini cubes.
Yeah.
I was joking, but he had already designed a legit one, and
that's very cool.
I think the joke was that it would have been a 3x1 that's mainly empty, but a very, very cool choice for the mini cube.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
I do really like that one, and it's cool because it gives items that may not make sense in a lot of other displays a place to shine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where you're going to put those. I don't know where you're going to put those with your other vehicles and have it make sense. But that really shines a spotlight on a set that maybe doesn't make sense a lot of other places. So
yeah, I mean, there's really so many good ones. Like this one right here, you won't be able to see it because I don't have a light behind it, but it's got you can kind of see like the stars there in the background.
Yep, for sure.
So the way I have this sitting, I've got basically all the cubes stacked up here. And when it's a white, like you can see, obviously the white doors right here is the background. So when I turn on the lights that are on the Imperial hangars, it backlights the whole thing. And it looks amazing. I mean, all the stars that are inside those little cubes kind of pop, and then even without having lights in the back of them, which you can do.
Yeah.
And then on the other ones too, it gets them to glow up really nice.
I bought an extra Black Squadron set in preparation for the Imperial hangar.
Oh man, you're gonna need a lot more than just
that's just TIE fighters. Then you've got I've got all these Armada X-wings and TIE bombers and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
However many interceptors we have now. Yeah. I'll finally have a place to put all those.
No, 100%.
I did see Cube Squadron just hit 1,300, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that the case? I think I saw today that Cassidy, you can confirm that if you're still in here. I think he just hit 1,300 followers on Kickstarter.
Oh man, Cole, I've totally lost my screen. I can't see anything. If you can pull
1,302 followers. So if you didn't see our first episode, last episode of last year, I think, where we interviewed Cassidy, if you can and have not yet gone to Kickstarter.com, made a free account, it just needs your email address. Go to search Cube Squadron, and when you go to that page, just scroll down there and about a third of the way down, just save it. I can't remember. Mine says saved, so I can't remember what the terminology is there. You'll get added to a list where it will just email you updates about it. But that helps them gauge interest. And at 1,500, so we only need 198 more people to sign up. 198 more people on there, and Cassie will go ahead and reveal the last big cube design. I think we've got what do you say? There's 9. How many are there? I can't remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've got one more reveal to see what the next big 1x3 design is. Notify at launch button, he says. So if you can go on there, make a free account, search Cube Squadron, just sign up. That doesn't cost anything. I suppose you could always unsubscribe from the emails later, but that will help everyone else out. And I think we'll get him to a point where he will be pretty comfortable revealing pricing and potential release date and all the good stuff like that. I'm very, very jealous of Kevin getting to play with this stuff early. 7 big cubes and 14 mini cubes. Massive, massive project. And I just saw somebody say something. Sarlacc pit vertical cube. Yeah, the Hoth. this first wave of them are all A New Hope. For anybody that missed that interview, that these will all be A New Hope inspired, and then we'll go on from there if it's as successful as I anticipate it being.
That's right.
For his sake and our sake. I hope it does really well, because they are extremely cool. Now,
very cool.
It seems pretty foolproof and simple.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see if
certainly
dummy,
from
a dummy 3D printer like me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And even if you can or don't have a 3D printer, you can buy the pieces from the printed pieces from Cassidy.
Yeah, the physical product will be available. Yep. Yeah, the one thing I will say, I've been spoiled because I have a Bamboo Labs printer, and so a lot of the files are designed on a Bamboo Lab printer, so it becomes really easy. I can literally just pull it up, and it has all of the print settings already in there on the actual
in the
file.
slicer.
In the slicer. So all you literally have to do is click on the plate, click slice, click print, and you're good to go.
So I had some Amazon credit saved up, and I had thought, maybe if I sold my K2 and use that credit, I could probably swap it out for the Bamboo Labs one on Amazon.
Yeah, the P1S.
Yeah, and for some reason I ended up upgrading to a PS5 Pro instead. So that money is gone.
Nice. There you
I don't know what happened. Things happened, and now all that money got used for a PS5 Pro. So unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to be at least printing this project on the K2, K1, K2, K1.
It should still work. I would imagine it'll still work fine, but
I'm sure, but it's
awesome.
nice. Everybody that's got the Bamboo Labs one just keeps going on about how easy it is and how great they look, and I haven't had many issues with mine, but it would be nice knowing that all of the files were designed specifically with that slicer in mind, with those settings. We'll see.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. Lots of fun to do. I'm excited to continue to go. I've got 1, 2, 3 more mini cubes to finish. So I'm working on them right now.
Sounds fun.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be posting pictures.
Cassidy, if you need a moron to test your stuff on, let me know. You've got people that know what they're doing. If you want to test with the lowest common denominator 3D printer, let me know.
Yeah, there you go.
I can barely, I can make it work, but certainly,
yes, I will say with the amount of hours I've already put into that P1S, which is has been printing almost nonstop since I've got it, I've definitely run into some problems that I've been able to figure out. The one thing that's fascinating about this
3D printing in general, that's just the life.
Anybody out there that has a P1S will, when I tell the story, will be like, "You're such an idiot." When you have an AMS, which is like a multi-filament feeder, you have these little plugs that attach the hoses that the filament goes through. And so I kept running into the same problem where it would feed in, but it kept getting caught. And I'd have to go back up there and have to fix it and all that. And I realized that I put that piece on backwards. And I flipped it over the other, because I took it off and I was like, why the hell does this keep doing this?
It's like the feeder piece.
Yeah, it's like a little feeder piece, and it's like a little
Uh-huh.
teeny hole that the filament just kind of goes through
Which
from
they
one
they
hose
they
to
have
another.
two versions, right? There's like the AMS, and then there's the AMS Pro, and that piece is different on
No,
both
it's
of
the
those
same.
models.
It's literally you have two hoses. You have a hose that comes out of the the AMS that feeds the filament in, and you have a hose that then goes inside the printer. And it's just like a
Mm-hmm.
little connector piece that connects the two hoses. But the hoses don't connect together like this. They sit this far apart. And so the filament has to feed through this open space. But I had it backwards. So when it kept trying to feed through, it kept hitting the edge of the tube and it would stop and it would say it's not feeding. So I finally took it off and looked at it and I flipped it over and I was like, "You're such an idiot, man. Can't believe I missed that." But
It's always
either
something
way,
with 3D
it's always
printing.
something. Yeah, for sure. But anyways,
Anyways,
yeah, it's been a man, we're at 2 hours and 35
yep,
minutes.
it is time. I'm home alone this week, so
Oh,
it's
nice bachelor. No wonder
yeah,
you're hitting
nothing.
6 Walmarts.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I actually thought I'd be able to take the week off and a little bit of a staycation and work on the bonus room up here.
Mm,
But that has work had other ideas, and now I'm
nice.
ended up having to
Typical.
spend a little bit of a time on a project at work, so a little bit of a bummer. But I have about a third of the room cleared out and organized into piles in another room up here. So I'm trying to get
Nice.
everything out of the room and organized into piles of, like to open, to store, to sell. I don't know yet. I'm trying to get
Mhm.
like each pile so that I can organize further from there. So I've got about a third of the room. I would rather die than show you guys a picture of what it looked like, because it is just my room of shame.
Did you ever take the ghost out of the box yet?
Yeah, it's in the guitar stand. I actually just moved
Oh,
it late
nice.
last night out into the other part of the room. I don't know what. I think that thing is just going to have to sit in the corner of the room and stare at me, but
Mhm.
it's so big. That thing is.
Yeah.
I love the Micro Galaxy Ghost because of how big it is.
Mhm.
That HasLab is just egregious.
Yeah.
It's so
It's like a piece of
large.
furniture.
It's unwieldy. It's just so large. I don't even know. At least the Falcon is the Falcon. It's huge, but it's the Falcon. Uh, the Ghost is just massive. I mean, it's the size of a coffee table.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Crazy.
Kevin,
Cool.
anything coming up this week that the people should watch out for? Any videos? You're just out hunting for new content, right?
Yeah, nothing yet. Just printing some mini cubes and then hopefully picking up one of these sets here soon to be able to review it so that way everybody knows what they're getting themselves into. Still have to put together my video for the I already shot all the video for the Starfighter class collection for Series 10, but
Uh,
still need to edit that and put that out. But either way, I'll be around doing all types of stuff, painting figures and whatnot.
yeah.
What about yourself?
You can find me at Micro Galaxy Squadron on Instagram, Micro Squadron on Twitter, and if you go to Amazon and type in Micro Galaxy Squadron, the top search result should be my affiliate store. Click on that, and I've got links to all the new stuff here. I need to update my link tree with the. I will do that tonight. I will update my link tree with the Walmart links so that people can bookmark those and just kind of randomly check those. I saw somebody had said one of the Razor Crest was back in stock today for. It looked like it was up for about 10 minutes and then gone again. So it's kind of going in tiny little spurts. But if anybody wants to bookmark that and just check on it, I'll have that up on the link tr.ee/microgalaxy squadron. Should be there. So make sure to check out, like I said, towards the Thursday and Friday of next week will be Walmart Collector Con. Good chance for these to go up then. If not, 3/22 seems to be the release date, and they may put more stock on the web. So I'll have links and stuff like that out. DC Metro says the Rogue One pack is up right now and available. So
Hmm.
there's 3 left. So sorry, it will absolutely be gone by the time you get to it. But if anybody wants that, I don't even know. I'll try to put that link up soon. They'll be gone by the time I do. But just bookmark it. Keep checking it regularly. If you have anything you want to submit for community spotlight or questions, topic suggestions, anything like that, microgalaxysquadcast@gmail.com. You can reach out to us. And Mauricio, again, congrats on the giveaway. Reach out to us with your info and we'll get that out. Thank you, John Howard, for being so generous. Jeremy Taylor, Susan Renaud, thank you for your super chats. We are deeply appreciative of that. And while you don't have to leave money, if you would just leave a little thumbs up on the videos, whichever channel you're watching on, that would be great too. As always, we appreciate the support. We love hanging out with you guys.
That's right.
Until next time.
Squadding out.
Squadding out.
See you, everybody.